David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Well, as you can imagine, Florida State against Alabama has a lot of connotations here in college football. Alabama had to survive that opening week loss that was so embarrassing. Kalen DeBoer says that
the Seminoles will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And we get a look at Ryan Williams. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays.
We've got two receivers playing in this game, two of the best in the entire country, two guys who had an opportunity to go to the next level, but they came back because they knew they had a chance to compete for a national championship. And now, David, we get this game where these guys are going to go head-to-head. They're seniors, they know the system, they have great chemistry with their quarterbacks, and they're ready to put on a show.
And if you don't think they're peeking over to the other side every time they're not on the field, you are absolutely wrong. This is that kind of showdown. This is draft stock jockeying, right? This is Bolitnikoff at the end of the season. They want to make a name for themselves. Who is the best wide receiver? No better opportunity than to do it head-to-head, and we got that stage today.
Looking deep. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Not a lot of room to field this one. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. So Florida State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. He has a talented quarterback on the other side. He's really been looking forward to this matchup to prove how good he is. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Left side is Boggs. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Working the ground game. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. And the Seminoles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Drives inside. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Line gets set, first down. The play fake. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd and long here. Turns up, it's Riles. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Seminoles are rolling down the field. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And I know he's happy to get that one because that's the big fella's first sack. And we've heard a lot about this 5-star, this young defensive lineman who they think is going to be elite of elite. And now you get the first sack, the first of many. But nice to see this dude start to come into his own, maximize some of that ability that we've heard so much about.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. They go to the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got the tight end. It's a fumble on the play. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They go play action with Russell. In traffic, it's Rodgers. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Trying to establish the run. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short. Using his legs, it's Hill. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Out wide right, it's Edwards.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. He's got an open man. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Driving forward, it's Hill. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They give it to him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Trying to squeak through the pile. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll run it. Oh, what a move. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Sets his feet, it's Daniels. Fires on the move. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. Punt is on its way. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Now this offense is back on the field. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Right side, it's Rodgers. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. And that last completion left him short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. Right at the line. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Out wide right, it's Rodgers. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Keelan Russell. Rush right in his face. Makes the grab. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. He's past the marker. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Russell on play action. Keeping his eyes downfield. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Sometimes you're hesitant to use your quarterback as a runner, not when your quarterback runs like this.
You dang right. I'm going to use him. I'm going to use him early and often. The dude can run so well, can make you miss. Do you worry about him getting dinged up throughout a game? Sure, but when you can do things like that, it makes your offense so much stronger.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They took it 71 yards down the field, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Handoff from the shotgun. Nowhere to go. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. To the air, it's Daniels. He'll throw it. Wide open downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Noles moving quickly to the line.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Uh-oh, look out! And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And the Noles looking to convert on 4th down. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. Neutral zone defense. Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now first down. Play action on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
play the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Moves the pocket. It's Daniels. The screen. He can go. Could not make his way to the corner. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. He wants to take the top off. Goes high to pull it in. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Long way to go on 2nd down. Keeps it on the option. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They've got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. This is now a 7-point game.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Here comes that Alabama offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Nice move to keep running. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Russell. Got his man. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Reels it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Finds a crease. It's Hill. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right side, it's Rodgers.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Look out! Out wide right, it's Lopez. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Handoff to the single running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Throwing Russell. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Throws it off the RPO. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Pushes ahead. Sees an alley. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Edwards. He's stopped. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Keelan Russell takes the easy one to the back. Hard running there. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Daniels. They'll run the screen. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The fake wants to throw. Right side, it's Riles. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Lopez. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Oh, pressure's coming. Complete in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Under pressure. Turns it upfield. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Only a place to be tackled immediately. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Rushes on. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. They're all over him. Snags it. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Finds his man. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, Think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Russell pulls it in. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 15 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Mustangs with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now over to your game at Bryant-Denny Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. To the air. It's Daniels. Here comes the heat. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well. And they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride him again. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They go play action with Russell. Out wide right, it's Edwards. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Got it in the middle, it's Edwards. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Got him on the RPO. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't...
Gets loose in the middle. He's at the touchdown Seminoles. He got loose and it was lights out after that. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Sends it back in motion. A run for the quarterback.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Right side, it's Rodgers. Ripping through the defense. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Alabama pushing the tempo. Straight ahead, it's Hill. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. 2nd and long here. Russell on play action. Looking down the middle. The sure hands, it's Rodgers. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points.
With this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And he'll bring it back. And the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. Bama offense coming onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Throwing Russell. Got it! Touchdown, Alabama! And the stomping has commenced. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
You're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pulls it again on the option. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
An explosive play in the running game moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Going to the run, it's Hill. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Gets rid of it.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Hand it to the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Working that left side now. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Leaves it with the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Snaps it in the shotgun. Caught near the sticks. It's Riles. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. And he's brought down after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Lyles. Makes the grab, and down immediately, he picks up a few. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
The Seminoles will punt this one away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They only need about the length of the football to convert on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Keelan Russell turns it upfield. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. They go play action with Russell. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Got his man. They stop him before he can get to the 1st down marker, but he does cross the 50, and now to be 4th down. The kick is on its way. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. It's complete to the right. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. From the gun, the ground game. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Caught. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. From the gun. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Gets a hand in there. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly on the move. Makes the grab down the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Quick give. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. And the Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Boggs. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
They're going to run it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Knowles! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So the 16-play drive, they're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Russell. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The hand to the running back. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step one.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. The field goal is no good. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. Follows his blocks. It's Hill. Spins away from the defender. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Quarterback keeper. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run inside. It's Rodgers. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And the route is on. They tack a little more on it. And they're on their way to a 3-0 start. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that drive covered 40 yards, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Give to the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. Look out! It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. From the gun, it's Hill. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Throwing Russell. It's dropped after taking the hit. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Pulls it on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Looking for running room. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. RPO complete. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23. The Noles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle, it's Boggs. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Left side, it's Boggs. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field